Hi friends, this is Shahreen. Today we will learn the usage of do family in the English grammar, that is do, does and did. Usage of did and had. We used it while referring to something that is already being performed. It means we used it in past tense to represent the action which is already completed. Did we use always in past tense. Past tense of do is did. Past tense of do is did. The past tense of have is had. Example sentence. Have your breakfast. Have your breakfast. In past tense we say I had my breakfast. It means I have already completed my breakfast. So I am using here I had. It indicates the past tense. Do your homework. Do your homework. It is a simple present tense. If the action is already performed, then we say I did my homework. Means I already completed my homework. So I am using did. The usage of did is very easy. Why? Because for all the subjects in English grammar, in past tense, we will be using did. Usage of do and does. Do and does we always use in present tense, and did we always use in past tense. Okay, in English grammar, I, you, we, they are the subjects which we use for do. He, she, it or any name are the subjects which we use for does. The negative form of do is don't, and the negative form of does is does not or doesn't. Which you have to remember. Most of the people will be making mistakes here. That is, in our lesson 1, we have learned that for singular means he, she, it or any name, we will be using has. Okay, and for plurals, that is I, you, we, they. I and you are singular even though we will be using have. It is an exceptional case. So we will be using have for the plural. But whenever we use the negative form, it means don't or doesn't. Whenever we use the negative form, for singular also we will be using have. For singular also we will be using have in negative form. It means he doesn't have, she doesn't have, it doesn't have, Rahul doesn't have. Okay, she has a pen. It is a normal sentence, so I am using has. He does not have a pen. I am using a negative form, so I am using have. Okay friends, please do remember, it's very important. Don't commit mistakes here. And did we use for the past tense? It's very easy to remember did. Why? Because for all the subjects in past tense we use did. Usage of do and does. Before seeing the practice sentences, once we will refer the 3 important points for using do. First one, do is always used in present tense. We use do in present tense. I, we, you, they are the subjects we use for do. For interrogative or questioning purpose, we use do always at the beginning of the sentence. If it is an interrogative sentence or if we are questioning someone, then we always use do in the beginning of the sentence. For example, do you have a pen? I am asking a question. Do you have a pen? do you have lots of money? Okay, do I am using in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, another example. I do the experiment. I do the work. I do the swimming. Okay, in place of I, you can keep we, you, they, and practice by yourself. Okay, I do the experiment is a normal sentence. It is a simple present tense. It is a normal sentence. If we want to use in negative form, then we say I don't do the experiment. I don't do the work. I do the swimming. I don't do the swimming. Okay, I don't do. We use I don't do. Okay, if it is an interrogative sentence, then we say do you practice every day? Do we will be using in the beginning of the sentence. Don't you practice every day? It is an negative form of do in an interrogative sentence. Don't you swim every day? Okay, it's clear? Usage of does. The three important points is also applicable for does. That is, does is always used in present tense. He, she, it or any name are the subjects used by does. For interrogative or questioning purpose, we use does always at the beginning of the sentence. Here there are some of the examples. He does the job neatly. He does the job neatly. If I want to question, then does she do the work perfectly? I am asking a question. It is an interrogative sentence, so I am using does at the beginning. Rahul does the experiment every day. Okay, if I want to use does in negative form, then the example is he doesn't do the experiment neatly. He does the experiment neatly. He doesn't do the experiment neatly. Okay, if I want to ask the question or interrogative sentence in negative form, then the sentence is doesn't she do the work every day? Doesn't she do the work every day? It is an interrogative sentence and it is a negative form. So we are using doesn't and we are using in the beginning of the sentence. That is, doesn't she do the work every day? Okay, friends. He doesn't have money. She doesn't have time. It is a negative form, so we are using he doesn't have, she doesn't have, Rahul doesn't have. Okay, it doesn't have. Examples of did. I did the work. I did not work. We did not do the work. Okay, it is in negative form, so I am using did not. I did the work. Did is a verb. If it is in negative form, then we use I did not do. I did not do the work. We did not do the work. Okay, if it is like past tense, simple past tense, like I did the work. If it is in negative form, then we use I did not do. I did not do. We did not do. They did not do. Okay, friends. Thank you for watching, friends. Please to subscribe for further updates.